This really is a fairy tale wedding, and Karen looks more stunning than a princess. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bree, and I have been lucky enough to be her best friend since the early age of 4. We met at the sidelines of our brother's soccer games, and I think our parents were thrilled to not have us tugging on their sleeves, telling them how bored we were, and we instantly became inseparable. Our friendship revolves a lot around sharing. I think part of that is the fact that we are both the youngest in our families, we're the only girls, we have our dads wrapped around our fingers, and we never had to share before, so we took it upon ourselves to learn how to. It started in elementary school when we shared a boyfriend, a real-life boyfriend named Eric. We thought we had it made. We would either call each other the night before or talk in person and ask what we wanted him to bring us the next day as a gift. Because all boyfriends are supposed to give their girlfriends gifts every day. So we started collecting things like pogs, stickers, trinkets, nail polish, we had it all. I think we finally decided to end it because we were getting bored and the gifts started lagging a little. A little later in elementary school, we shared a fish, a betta fish named Rainbow. Our poor moms drove that fish back and forth like split parents to each other's house on a weekly basis. Lucky for me, the fish passed away at Karen's house, so I didn't have to deal with that. She wouldn't talk to me for weeks because she was terrified to tell me. But together, we shared the task of preparing a funeral to the Anastasia soundtrack. In middle school, we shared a journal that held all of our deepest, darkest secrets. We also started a clique, which we called the Posse. We talked a whole lot about boys, makeup, and more boys. We also got a time capsule that we buried and decided that we would get back together after high school and dig it up. Throughout high school, we experienced a lot of firsts together. I look back at every milestone throughout high school, and Karen was either the one right by my side or the first person I would call to tell about. We may not have made the best decisions throughout those 4 years, sorry parents, but they are memories that we will never forget. Then we went off to college and things started to get a little tough. I went further away to Indiana University, and Karen went here in the city to Loyola. Our sharing was more about our lives as individuals than our memories together. We were learning how to survive without one another, but at the same time, I feel like we grew even closer over those years. Our phone calls became longer, and our stories had to be more detailed to make sure the other one knew everything that was going on. My annoying neighbor that Karen heard so much about my sophomore year is my current husband, and the love interest that we would write about in our journals is now Karen's husband. Now living in Indianapolis, our phone conversations have grown even more. Although our lives are changing constantly, our friendship is one thing that is not. Karen, you put a lot of work into that long-distance relationship with that California boy. Zach, as you already know, you are the luckiest man in this room. You are married to the prettiest and kindest woman I have ever known. Karen walks into your room and it is automatically brighter. I have had the pleasure of knowing you since middle school and cannot have hand-selected a better guy for my best friend. You make her happy, and every time she even talks about you, she lights up. I would prefer that you stop putting the idea of moving to California in your head, but other than that, you really are one unbelievable guy. She has someone new now to share things with, and I feel really confident handing that over to you. I look forward to hearing about the new memories that the two of you will now share together. I love you both so much, and Karen, you really are the best friend a girl could have. So let's raise our glasses and cheers the new and amazing Mr. and Mrs. Sumanis.